Hello friends, welcome to IR tutorial. In this video I am going to describe you about lichen and mycorrhiza in a differential manner. So at first I will describe you about lichen. So lichens is a relationship or symbiotic relationship between fungi and algae. In the form of lichen, fungi and algae stay with each other in a symbiotic manner. So it is a very good example of symbiotic relationship in nature. So in this lichen, algae act as photoband and fungi act as mycoband. What is photoband and what is mycoband? Algae being photosynthetic, it provides food by the photosynthesis to the fungus which stay with the algae. So according to that photosynthesis, this term photoband is given to the algae, and fungus provide the shelter for the algae. That's why it is called the mycoband. And here the algae which is involved in the lichen, it may be green algae or it may be the cyanobacteria. Now the lichen is classified on the basis of thallus shape, age of detachment and its origin. So the thallus shape in each lichen, it is different and it is classified as foliage lichen, fructicose lichen, crystose lichen and scamulous lichen on the basis of thallus shape and the each of detachment, means the extent of attachment with the tree or the place with, means it may be any rock. So with that the attachment of the lichen may be stronger attachment, weaker attachment, that is the according to that its detachment will be different. So it's the age of detachment and its origin, from which constituents or by which place or with which origin, which time age, the lichens are divided into different parts. So when comparing between green algae and cyanobacteria, most of the case of lichen is constitute of the cyanobacteria, not in the green algae. So normally the cyanobacteria and fungi lichen are observed. Now the mycoband is responsible for absorption of water and providing shelter to the photoband. Mycoband is our fungus, so it provides shelter that I have mentioned earlier, and it helps in absorption of water. The fungus which is involved in the symbiotic relation with the algae, it may of different family, comes from different family, it may be of Ascomycetes, it may be of Basidiomycetes, and it form the kind of symbiotic relationship with the green algae or the cyanobacteria. So next point is very important, which is the economical value of lichen. Lichen are, lichen are very good indicator of pollution, ozone depletion, metal contamination. They produce natural antibiotics that can be used as medicines for us, and for in different purposes it can be used. And for examples of lichen, I can mention here about Bryaria tortuosa and Bryaria frementi. These are similar type of lichens, but their property is little bit different on the basis of production of toxins from one kind of lichen. Now I am going to describe you about mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is also a symbiotic relation, but in this symbiotic relation, the relation is between the plant and the fungi. The fungal partner provides the essential nutrients to the plant, and the plant, which is the photosynthetic partner, provides the basic nutrients to the fungus. So now about the classification, mycorrhiza are classified into two classes. One is ectomycorrhiza and second one is endomycorrhiza. The endomycorrhiza is more common than the ectomycorrhiza. So now what is endomycorrhiza and ectomycorrhiza? In the point 7 I have mentioned about endomycorrhiza and ectomycorrhiza. Here the endomycorrhiza, in the endomycorrhiza, the fungal hyphae penetrate the cortical cells of the plant roots and form the vesicles and arbuscules. In ectomycorrhiza, they do not form the arbuscules and vesicles. Moreover, their hyphae do not penetrate into the cortical cells of the plant root. About the arbuscule, I have mentioned in the previous video. I have made for mycorrhizal relationship with the relationship. So in that video I have clearly mentioned about what is arbuscules and how it is formed. So now coming to point 5. In ectomycorrhiza are really important since they help plants to explore nutrients in the soil and protect plant roots from root pathogens. Although endomycorrhiza are more common than ectomycorrhiza, but ectomycorrhiza have more importance because they provide protection from root pathogens and explore in nutrients for the plant. For the fungal partner, the fungus are from Ascomycota, Basidiomycota are normally involved in the ectomycorrhizal association. So I am coming to point 8. Mycorrhiza have very great importance in plant because it provides drought tolerance to the plants, because as the hyphal network of the fungus are present around the root of the plant, it provides some reduction in watering and some water loss, less in water loss, that provide drought tolerance to the plants. So in case of fungus, they are normally from Glomerulomycota. I have here a typo. So the fungus Glomerulomycota are involved in forming endomycorrhiza. So normally in endomycorrhiza and ectomycorrhiza, the fungal involvement is different, their importance is different, and in some cases there are some characteristic changes, like in transcription case of the plant there is something changes in endo and ectomycorrhiza as the penetrations are different in both the cases. Now the examples of mycorrhiza are orchid mycorrhiza, arbuscular mycorrhiza, ericaceous mycorrhiza, arbutoid mycorrhiza, ectotropic mycorrhiza, etc. Now these are classified on this type of mycorrhiza based on their presence. Like in orchid, they are present in the Orchidaceae family of plants. In ericaceous, they are in Ericaceae family of the plants. In arbuscular, arbutoid and ectotropic mycorrhiza are different types based on their tropic level. Thank you.